I'm going to show you real quick how to make your own castle nut wrench using any 90-degree piece of steel, bar stock, or Allen wrench like this one. I'm going to use a 3/8 Allen wrench to make this. Alright, and it's pretty simple because that castle nut fits right into that 90 degrees. And all you have to do is find where those slots are going to line up. And you'll be able to drill a hole to match those slots. Alright. Now with using the right angle, where I measured out to make that slot, that hole was at 1 inch and 3/32. So it should be the same for you. And if not, my math is off for some reason and you don't have the exact same results and measurements as me, you still see how that barrel nut fits in that 90-degree angle, or that castle nut fits in that 90-degree angle, and where to drill that hole. And I did this with the castle nut, of course, still on the rifle. I had a second hole I was drilling, but for some reason the tempered steel just didn't like it and burnt up a couple drill bits, so I just gave up on that hole. But of course, yeah, it would have been better if I had two in there to lock into both of those. But that's all you do. You drill your hole, and then you can take this one. I used a 3/32 drill bit to drill that hole. And then you can use a 3/32 punch or 3/32 steel dowel, whatever have you. Put it into that hole. Put my castle nut back on the buffer tube real quick. Show you how this works. Alright. I know I've got the castle nut on there backwards. But I got it that way so you can see where those slots are. And how you'll be able to use this tool to take off your castle nut. Now, I know there's more permanent ways to attach this dowel in there. I just haven't got around to it yet. But you basically slip it on there, and it works just like the ones that you have to buy for $30. I've actually been using one of these brass punches that I made myself. That fits perfectly in there. And you can see how that hole is at fulcrum, just like any tool that you would have bought. And like I said, I did use this to take off my castle nut, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to take my buffer tube off of my lower receiver. And that's the tool that I used to do it with. So there's another example of a free tool. If you have that time, effort, and energy. The same, like I said, the same rule will apply for a barrel nut on some of the free-floating tools, or on some of the free-floating tubes. But of course, you'll want this. You want the 90-degree angle to be a little bit longer. You want one parallel to be a bit longer. It's not going to be. You're not going to want it that short. Might be able to use one that short, but same basic ideas. All you got to do is be able to find that measurement in that 90 degrees of wherever. Doesn't matter the size or diameter. That could be anything, any size, and as long as you know where that intersect, you'll be able to use a 90-degree angle as a wrench for just about anything out there.